Hey, hey, good afternoon. Welcome to my channel, The Underrated Darkness. Um, please press the like. Gonna wait for some more people to come in. Again, welcome to my channel, The Underrated Darkness. Yours truly, the underrated one, the number one grinder, Chef JT. Not just chefing in the kitchen. I be chefing information. Um, I did an underrated boxing talk live yesterday. Want y'all to check it out. It's in the chat. So I want y'all to go check that out. Okay. That'd be greatly appreciated. And I'm waiting for some more people to come through. Waiting some more people to come through. Let me mute this and I'll be right back. Guess I'm back. Oh, it's the flipper one. Hold on, family. I'm coming right back. Just stay right there. Welcome, cool. Be right back. Hold on. Sorry about that, family. Guys, my older brother, so I got a issue here and everything. Um, Gonna wait for some more people in here. This is it. This is the title today. This system still using us as chattel slaves. That is still disturbing. I will explain. I witnessed something this morning. That is very disturbing. I will explain that in a few minutes. Well, I want to wait for some more people to come in. I know that at times YouTube is very slow. They notification. So, thanks for coming on. Zeus, the flipper one, again, thanks for coming. See all you, thanks for coming. I haven't seen your brothers in a long time. I'm glad y'all here and your family's well and everything. So, and also I post in the chat. I post the underrated boxing talk that I did yesterday. I want y'all to go check that out and everything. But Trish, thank you so much. Appreciate that. No problem. Thanks for that. I want you to go check my friend out, Trisha Motivational Moments. That's an excellent channel. Go check out very in-depth sister. So I want you to go check out everything. Check out CLU. Zeus, do you have a channel? Let me know. But we're gonna wait for some more people to come through. This is something that we need to talk about. This is something that I'm not saying that other people has not talked about it, because I believe they does. We just don't hear it. But like I said, I see something that's very disturbing this morning, and I want to talk about it. And also, it goes to the broader conversation that we definitely need to talk about. And it says this system still using us as chattel slaves. That's still disturbing. I explain. But we're gonna wait for some more people to come through and everything. So but everybody's doing okay. And also again, welcome to my channel, The Underrated Darkness. Yours truly, the underrated one, the number one grinder, Chef JT, not the chefing in the kitchen. I be chefing of information. Respect my for some more people. So like I said, you gonna give give and take 3 more minutes, and nobody coming before then. We gonna talk about these things. Cool gents, thanks for coming. Peace to you. Thank you. Thank you. Check out the brother. Good channel too. Check him out. And also, I did an underrated boxing talk from yesterday. I put it. It's in the chat. I want y'all to check that out. Tada TV. What's good, family? For coming. Ask some work on those who faithfully come through and everything. So I'm gonna ask some more. Thanks for coming. Like I said, man, gonna squeeze out maybe a minute and a half more See, people coming through, then we're gonna get this going and everything. I think I waited long enough and everything. So, and before I start, if y'all can hear me, press 1, please. If y'all can hear me, press 1. Again, the title is "This System Still Using Us as Chattel Slaves." That's still disturbing. I explain. That's the name of this live today. So, gonna if y'all can hear me, press 1. Y'all can hear me, press 1. Okay. All right. Cool. Cool. Gents, if you can hear me, press 1. CRU, you can hear me, press 1, please. Because we're gonna get it on. We're gonna get it in. Got to get it in. If y'all can share this out, that'd be greatly appreciated. Also, I have in the description box, I do have also I had PayPal. Also I have Cash App, and also I have Super Chat if y'all want to donate. So if you want to donate, feel free. If not, I know how things hard out here. Hit the like button. That'd be greatly appreciated. And be very much appreciated. Share. Okay. Again, I'm reading this. This system still. Okay. Hold on, family. Hold on. Okay. Again, this system still using us as chattel sleep. That's still disturbing. I explain. And I'm gonna go in depth with this. This morning, when I was on my way, checking out some things, and I noticed that it was like some men was like setting up like a tent, and people going, set up for the holidays and stuff. And I thought that these two men that looking at them, I thought they probably set up for the army or maybe, service, for country and stuff. And come to find out, it was two sheriffs. And then they had, thank you. Appreciate that, Tony Smith. I appreciate that. Yeah. Appreciate you, brother. I appreciate that. And if you can hear me, Tony Smith, press 1, please. And I noticed that it says sheriff on the back of their armor shirt. It says Sheriff Outreach, something like that. And I noticed that this been going on for a long time. And I noticed that after they set up, they left. And I said, man, they use these men as child slavery. And people that look like us, they think it's okay. And I was very, very, I'm gonna say agitated. It's an understatement. But thank you, Tony Smith. And I just looked, because I'm not saying this is not the first time I've seen it. Trust me, it's just some of us think it's okay. And I was gonna do a live today, but I said, you know what, I'm gonna put that off, and we're gonna talk about this because this is very serious, This system has cheapened our existence. And like I said, there quite a few of us be thinking that these, we are free and slavery is over. No, it's not slavery. Slavery ain't over for us. And they use it so sudden that it's in legislation. I live in Virginia, so it's a commonwealth, but it's still the same thing if you go to other state or the other parts of the United States. Only different things are commonwealth. So, some of the legislation, some of the policies are a little different, but it's all the same. And they had these black men. It's like back in the days that you had these black men be over these slaves, and they whipped them and stuff to keep them alive. But instead of they had the white man and the white woman and other nationalities, who they use the system. But see, you can't see these people because these are the ones they enforce this. And we don't like talking about it. And the sad thing about it, they use some of our people to enforce these oppressed policies. Let me reframe. Let me change that. They enforce these legislation, turn into policies. And it's sad. The sad thing about it is in the books. They still consider us three. They say we 3/5. They say we like 3 nights. So I don't care. It's still all the same to me. And sometimes some of these men or some of these women, they don't get it. As maybe something, maybe we're driving too, no, but and please, I pause because I seen that, even me born and raised in New York, you know what I'm saying? And I see it. And I know that in your own way, in the chat, even some in it that listening, y'all seen it too. And these two sheriffs sitting out like they oppress overseers. And when I look at these men, they're setting up and everything, you see the sadness in them. And you see certain black women, they smile because they do it. It's child slaves. Man, I'm not saying that it doesn't happen to black women, because it does. It really does too. And I think that we got to talk more about that too. But to get back to these men, that they gotta work that off so they can get short of time. And then after they want to say hi, they left. I'm sorry, I just gotta get myself together, because that's why part of the family unit is breaking up too. They still got us on the books, and we don't want to talk about it. We don't want to acknowledge it. And I'm not talking about the ones in the chat, I'm talking about other ones. Because we talked about, because see, the ones who work with the system, they know they're talking about they don't take something out their mouth instead of standing up. And that's what I always say, that we got to create our own. So I always say this, that let's get certain benefits from this system and create our own. And then when we have everything that we need, then we can leave this system. But you even got some that looks like us. They don't even want to start creating. They just want to get along. Long as they ain't hurting my bills, long as they ain't hurting payments on my house, long as they ain't hurting payments on my car, put my kids through school. But see, what is that that you said it for? And I'm talking about the black, not the black woman. How are we supposed to build? How are we supposed to build economic? How are we? I'm sorry. How are we supposed to build our spirituality? How are we supposed to build culturally? How are we supposed to build socially? How? But we let to continue injustices really happen, and quite a few of us do not want to talk about it. And also, there are some black women do not want to hear this, but I'm going to say it anyway. There are also a gender war that goes through what I'm talking about too. And that is another discussion that we don't like to have, because that's when, Trisha, you understand what I'm saying. There's no true or due respect. That's when the feminist, um, conversation comes in the picture, because there are someone be thinking, listen, our black men, they be the head for a long time and this and that, but they getting tricked. And then you got some brothers that enforcing it too. So that means their masculinity has been taken away. They got to pay the loan and get a loan. So all this that the rest of us that we fighting for our rights to just be on this earth is a constant fight. Instead of increasing, we decreasing. It's like when we are heterosexual, it's like it is a sin. If y'all can hear me, press 1, please. And I'm tired. I'm tired. When are we going to have a strong spine to really stand up of all injustices in this oppressed system? When are we going to have a strong spine for it? And I'm talking about the black man and the black woman. When are we going to have that? I know the voices ones, we doing it, but we need more. They even got like some brothers I know selling drugs to our people is bad. There's no doubt about that. Shouldn't do it. But some of them, they just trying to feed their family. And you know what they do? Listen, and then when they want to change for the better, you know what this oppressed system is? You know what they say? No, we gonna give you some of this. You gonna sell this off. And they find, and then they get them more time, set them up, get them more time. And you know what they take their money? They take that money, instead of you put it in the good use for our people, they take their money and put their kids through school and all that. So that means they economics, they still steal it from us. Brother Art, the professor of our community. Thanks for coming, brother. Keep up the good work for educating our people. And this vicious cycle is still continuing, and we don't want to talk about it. And I'm tired. So all along, this black man, this black woman, they probably do certain things wrong that, but even like trying to feed their family and everything, but then they take away the programs that's supposed to benefit us. So it's always a circulation that coming back do the bad thing. That's why we got to create our own. We got to make it happen for our people. So we're gonna talk about the black man. So this black man, he said, listen, I am not going to do no face for you no more. Listen, I already did what I had to do. I have a family. I just want to get a good job. I just want to feed my family. Or maybe he don't have a family. I just want to be in existence. I want to do what's right. No, you're going to do this. So where's the safety net for our people that said, nah, you're not going to do this to this brother no more. Or you ain't gonna do it to the system no more. You're not gonna use it no more. The oppressed system, but we don't. And then of all levels, we become chattel slaves. Chatter slavery. It's not the whip no more, because you know it's the whip is. The whip is this oppressed system, and the ones running it. And I call it the dirty elite. Those are the ones that have the whip. And I'm glad you came on, because I'm gonna talk about. I could talk about this song. What I witnessed this morning, brother, is very disturbing. And when I was like handling my business, I see these men were setting up this tent, and I thought that you probably set up the tent and stuff. And come to find out, these are the people that was out, when probably was in jail, work on it, getting out the halfway house, and it was these two sheriffs, and I seen it what happened. They set up like for Christmas, tents, you know what I'm saying, for the holidays. And I said, wow. And and they would look sad. And that's what makes me do this song live today. And you see all these people just smile and they think it's okay. No, it's not okay. Because you're too cheap to pay the money to set up, and they using us. That's what it's all about, art. But get back on the saying that. Now, it's going to be some people, but look what they did with the Mexicans and Colombians. They do the same thing. It's not the same thing. They be using that child slavery way back for centuries and centuries. They have us on the books. And then you got some that looks like us, come from Africa and other countries. Oh, you should go work for this because such and such. So it goes to show they out of touch with what really slavery was going on, to try to slave what's going on. And then they kind of using them. Oh, they got you now. Hey, we got you now. Fix our plate. You watch our plate up. Here's some crumbs. But the Africans in this country, we telling you how they gonna treat you. And they could just pass us on, and pass us on. And until we get older, and until they feel they already got what they want, they throw us in the garbage. And then when we find out that we, oh man, we finally find out, it be too late. They do it, um, um, it's just sad. They deal in law enforcement, economics, educational, social, you name it. They doing it. And they making millions and millions of dollars. Matter of fact, let me check. They're making billions of dollars off our backs. And we don't even want to talk about it. Why they making billions? Why they making billions from us? And then some of us be thinking, oh, it's legit and everything. Wow, they take their money and they take it back to their country, or they take it back to their neighborhood in this USA. What do you think that is? They just give you just enough to come back. If you're in a company or you in the spotlight, they just put you in the camera and you just get snapshots. You just get a snapshot while they getting your labor, they getting our labor, and they benefit from it, and they haven't done anything to benefit. Why do we think these companies be getting rich for centuries and centuries? Man, this been going on. You be in boardrooms or you be in conference calls. They take us idea and make it money. Put us in labor. Give us a good, feel good story. Then come to find out, we know that was our idea, and they making money off it while we look like dumb, look like we got been happy tugging. Chattel slavery. Have us cleaning the parks, cleaning rooms, cleaning buildings. Beloved, how you feel, sweetie? Thanks for coming. We don't want to talk about it. Have us being like part-time standing vice president or president, but we don't get this prestige for it. They just want to use our face, use our bodies for chattel slavery, and we think that we win. We didn't win. We're not winning the race. And then you got the ones like the voices ones that stand up and talk against that. Oh no, please don't do that. You gotta understand. You gotta play ball. Why you playing ball? You old familiar. They letting you know you play this way. This how it's gonna be. That's what I say. That's what, like I said in the beginning of the lot. When we're gonna have strong spines within ourselves to stand up. I know, beloved. I know. We're giving our spine to this oppressed system. Use and abuse us. And we wonder why in this world, why we not being respected. Because quite a few of us had different sectors. We are divided. Instead of to understand, to look at the bigger picture. Because it's not like the chattel slavery, chattel slaves, they use our bodies, but we have to understand the first before then I forgot to mention this, but I'm glad I'm thinking right now. They got your mind. That's it. They control it. So everything else doesn't make a difference. And you got some of us out people, well, it ain't gonna happen to me. You gotta understand. But then the sad thing about it, our kids have to deal with it. And they don't even have to. It's bad enough. Some of us don't even have a clue. But our kids, they don't even have a clue, period. But we figured that they doing the right thing. The way I look at it like this, I played baseball. How you could tell me I didn't hit a home run, but I know I hit it over the fence and nobody didn't catch it, but you won't say, oh, I didn't hit a home run. So that umpire take that home run away from me, and that's an out. That's how they be treating us for centuries. We built and we patent everything else, and they're gonna say no, we didn't do that. We're gonna be a chattel slavery. Now, I'm not saying that I'm not saying that we didn't build this world, because we have. There's no doubt about that. Our contribution is far more greater. I'm just talking about the aspects of chattel slavery, and trust me, economics play a large part to it too. But few people don't want to hear what the underrated one talk about, because they don't think I know what I'm talking about. I know what I'm talking about because I synced it, and I know y'all synced it too. And I know there are some people who don't want to hear what y'all talking about, what you're seeing. And it's the sad thing about it. It's so blatant. Then you got some, they say, oh, this been going on. Okay, it's been going on. Why you not talking about it? Why we can't get together and find a way to build our own? At least start a discussion. And that's the sad thing about it. We don't even want to have a discussion, because you know why? Because we want to be too comfortable. We don't want to be challenged. We don't want to do the right thing. Some at times when you do the right thing, it's when you transform it, you're gonna feel uncomfortable. You gotta make the oppressor ones that are uncomfortable. That's how it is. That's how you change to evolved. You gotta make them uncomfortable. Because we be making them feel comfortable for a long time. And I'm talking about throughout humanity too, but I'm talking about our people, especially our people. See, like I always say, it's always easy to blame the ones that they evolve, but we never want to blame the ones that really have it. They know what they're doing, because there's a generation of families want to keep us down like that, and they did a mighty good job. Now there's going to be some people, oh, you letting it happen. Shut up. Just shut up. Shut up of this narrative. oh, you just negative and so now I'm calling it as it is. Like I always said, hold on for 1 second, fam. I'll be right back. Let me get this person on. Sorry about that, family. If y'all came in press one. Like I'm saying that we just got too comfortable for a very long time. And the ones who got very comfortable, it does affect the ones that is trying to do what's right, like the voiceless ones. And well, every time that of this conversation that I'm talking about, yo, listen, I know y'all talk about it too. It's always had to talk about codes. We gotta use certain codes because we don't want to offend people. No, certain things you cannot use codes. You gotta say for what it is. And there are some people that do not care how to use us. Only they just care to play today's system, play today, and after that, today policy, so they can get their little crumbs. And while the rest of us, we fight for that righteous chip, it makes it harder for us to really put the ordinary things so we could benefit. So we all could benefit. It makes it hard. I'm not saying it cannot be done because it is. Yeah, it can be done. Of course, we see at other aspects. In the past it happened. Yes, But rest for sure, we got a long way to go. And so what we need to do, the voices ones, we got to get the ones ahead who do not want to do the right thing. We got to cast them out. We got to get them away. Because they are not willing to stand up against this oppressed system and the policies that goes with it. And they're going to do whatever they can to keep on using us as chattel slavery. Now, there are some people be thinking, oh, they don't have enough money. They printing money. They making sure. And the ones who print the money use us in that too. Like I said before, it's a vicious cycle in all aspects. No, I'm just saying that we got to keep on fighting. We got to keep on fighting. We had to these PTA meetings and these I'm talking about educational on these PTA meetings and these city and state boards. We gotta be in these meetings. We gotta find out where these monies is, where these finances is really going. Because the sad thing about it's not really going to our people, but the ones who's running it, they make sure they not fighting for us. So that means our students become a number instead of to be educated. And then wherever that program where they get what benefits if they take it away. And then that's when our kids don't have nothing. Long as that school reach their status quo, who cares, right? While all nationality of kids benefit, our kids don't benefit. And everything that our kids, that be the other kids has learned, they came from us. But our kids don't get the benefit. Not even the grown-ups don't even get the benefit. Look at they doing other special ed. I don't have to talk to you about that because you know. Now, there are some people that don't like Dr. Umar Johnson, but I'm gonna say this though. Now, what he said is very true. The educational system and the criminal system goes hand in hand. And they never benefit for us to benefit. All they're doing is just making money off us. Hand wash to the other. And he's absolutely right. As long as they don't have a black face that's going to fight for us as people, they still continue. So, like the head of the Teamsters Teachers Union, it's a white woman. I think it's Weinstein. She never done anything for us as people, our kids to learn. But they feel like and they will put a white woman, oh, that's because status quo. She's innocent and stuff. She didn't, no. Mm-mm. Still the same thing. Different gender. That's all it is. You know? And that's why I always say just that we have to learn about politics. We got to know the ins and outs of politics. And right now, I'm talking about especially in the educational system, because they always gonna find a way to make money off our kids. They're always gonna camouflage what's looking good from outside, but you know deep down inside it is so ugly and blatant, and the message is definitely blatant. That's what art, for years he's fighting against that. Sometimes we gotta listen to brother art. Sometimes we gotta listen to brother Bob. You gotta listen to these brothers because they've been in the system a long time. They impact our kids, but what they have to really overcome. But some of us we don't want to hear them because some of us feel they preaching, especially they come from a black man. But they there for the struggle. They there for the fight, and you can't imagine what they have to go against. Our young black girls, but especially our young black boys. They fighting to make sure that our kids is not being chattel slavery, chattel slaves. And what we got to do, we got to stand behind these men and women that are educators, that are constantly fighting against the suppressed system. We have to, and our brothers and sisters that in this criminal system that fighting against it too. We got to stand in alignment with them. Because just like Brother Rob and Brother Art, they're under attack. But in the criminal system too, our brothers and sisters that fighting against it, they're under attack too. Muhammad's the one that's good. That's good, homie. Shout out to you, the junior elder for our people. Every time Muhammad's the one I see, Muhammad's always all about mathematics, man. I'm telling you, y'all, we got to get back at the everyday mathematics, man. And everyday mathematics, that means we have to be there for each other, man. We got to have these conversations. We don't want to put one step forward to understand that it's not a just one, but it's about all of us. It's a mistake. It's a mistake, CRU. It's a mistake. It's a mistake. CRU, it's a mistake. But that's the sad thing about it. You know? Hold on, fam. I'm back. If y'all can hear me, press 1. If y'all can hear me, press 1. And when we don't do nothing about it, it'd be too late. Hold on, family. Let me mute this up. Hello? Yeah. So, and that's sad. Would it be too late? When they get us a child of slavery, they take our spirituality away. They take our culture. They take our spiritual mindset away. They take our culture away. They take our social away. And after that, what do we have to really manifest? Nothing. If y'all can hear me, press 1, please. 89 TV, salute to you, brother. Salute to you. Oh. Put this down. I do have PayPal. I do have Cash App. It's in the description. It's in the description. It's in the description box. Also, it's in the chat. So if you want to donate, that'd be greatly appreciated. Also have super chat. But if you don't have that, please press the like button. If you're new, hit the like button. We don't. And we just keep it going on and on and on and on and on. Oh, it ain't gonna happen to me. Listen, I went to college, or I got me a job. That person could do it too. Right. I see this oppressed system got your mindset. Or they gonna use you real nice. They gonna grease you up and use you as a chattel slave. They got you. They might as well bond you. Zzz. You bonded. You do what we say. Got your mindset. We'll give you some of these temporary toys. We'll make sure your family just eating right. You eat their oppressed systems give you that nice size plate, right? And you act like a savage and eating it up. When I'm talking about come do it, whether it's economics and all these toys I just mentioned, huh? And you start eating out from this system. And it's getting real good, but at the same time, they're feeding you poison. And spirituality, you become poison. And your culture, you become poison. And your social become poison. You become the chattel slave. And when they get to your kids, done. Because they don't need you no more. They use us as a semi-line of slaves. You think that majority of people think that we are free. How are you free? and we don't own it. How do you free? You let this oppression talk about our spirituality, define our spirituality is, define who we are as a people globally, because it's not just in the USA, it is a global thing. This is a global vicious cycle that they have laid upon us, and they use some. And I said this early in the live, and they use us very, very strategically. And the sad thing about it, they are winning. And they're using other faces that, like I said, camouflage. Now, the ones who came in late, I'm gonna talk about this on what I see this morning. Then I'm gonna say a few things, and then I'm just gonna X this out. Mom, the 189 TV. This morning when I was on my way taking care of some things, I see him and his other brothers was setting up, but I wasn't sure that probably. I said they probably set up. They probably have a little something, but I know they said sheriff outreach. And I just put two together. It was two sheriffs were sitting down, and then they this place they were setting up for Christmas as this tent. And I just found out when I was looking at it, I said, they hired these people to set up for this tent, while these people could set it up for themselves. And these are all black men. And these two sheriffs, like I said earlier in the chat, are overseers. And that makes me, because I was going to do a live, like I said, I was going to do a live on something different today, but I want to do a live on this. How this oppressed system view us as chattel slaves of all aspects of life. And we don't want to see it. And I'm going to tell you like this too, they're using our sisters too, using our women too. But some of them don't get it. See, some of them don't understand. You can have chattel slavery in your mindset too. It's not just laboring, but it comes from the mind. Like my late parents said, hey, you get a person to do what you have to do. If you get their mindset, you got them. Because they're not strong enough to say no. And that's how this oppressed system had kept us for centuries. That's the mindset. So when they get us to do certain things, when they have us like we cannot think of ourselves, and we don't think of ourselves as a whole, as important, that we are human beings, and they put us less than as a chattel slave. That's it. Done. Finished. Now, I'm not saying there's a lot of us have overcome, because a lot of us have overcome, and they become as our ancestors. But like I said, the sad thing about it, we got a lot of chattel slaves globally. And we got a lot of fake parasite overseers of our people. And this oppressed system has got them. What's good? I ain't see you in a minute. What's up, Michael Johnson? I ain't see you in a minute, homie. Thanks for coming. Shout out to you. And people say, oh, it doesn't happen in sports. Oh, yes, it does. It does. It happens in all aspects. Like I said before, when this oppressed system put that on your spine, how strong your spine is. Is your spine strong enough to say, no, I'm there for our people. You take that somewhere else. Or your spine is so weak, I'm just going to be a chatter slave. I'm going to do whatever you want me to tell me to do. I'm a yes sir boy. I'm a yes sir girl. I'm good, brother. I'm good. Just glad to see you. There's a lot of yesums out here and our people globally. And they think they're eating very well. You might as well get them you might as well get them a clown suit. Or I'm just saying this. I'm gonna say a few things, I'm out. This, that. Until we understand as a people globally that we have to gain power of all aspects of life, they still going to use us one way or the other, our chattel slaves. And let's not think that we are free, because we're not. We are still fighting for our existence on this earth. And we got to continue fighting. We got to continue fighting against these bad elements that they lay upon us. And we have to call it as it is. They use some of our people to hurt us. And some of our people that they don't care. And to understand white supremacy is not about the white man or the white woman anymore, as they getting help from other nationalities and they pushing it. I give you a case in point. We'll say a few days and I'm out. Look at Saudi Arabia. They still enslave our people for centuries. They've been doing this for centuries. They still doing it now. Look at Israel. That this USA giving them 3.5 million ever since 1948. And the other countries that enslave us right now around the world. Come on. This chattel slavery was going on for centuries. It's a global thing. And I'm not saying that throughout this, we haven't made any improvement. We have, but we still got a long way to go. And this is part of our history that we had to understand. Having a nice car, having a nice house, having a nice yard, it's all good and everything, but if it doesn't benefit the ones that sorely need it, it doesn't make a difference. It got you chattel slave. You're a chattel slave. You punching their clock. And when you punch their clock, they give you pennies. But when you punch their clock, that means you giving them more. So they families could benefit off our spirituality, benefit off our culture, and benefit off our social. They winning. We not. Again, have a good day. Have a good day. And be safe out there, man. The underrated one.